All right, welcome back to the Basic Mix series. In this video, we're going to take a look at just balancing all of the things that we've taken a look at so far in this song. Check out the other videos in the series if you haven't been following along. But yeah, let's just jump right in and start balancing these together. I'm going to start by taking a listen to the whole drum kit. I'm going to find the area of this song that we know is sort of the big loud one, and we'll kind of go from there. Okay, we'll add the bass. I'm going to turn it up a little bit for you guys. Cool, now we've got these electric guitars here. I'm going to turn up our waveform view up here a little bit so I can see more what's happening. So these are the electric guitars that are happening during this big open part. That's decent. I just brought that lead down a little bit on the output of the compressor. We also have these electric guitars. So these are like little swells. Got this acoustic. I just want to point out, you see as I'm adding these things in, they're all about at a decent level. And that's because of all the work we've done so far along the way. So that's how, if I tried to do this right from when I opened the song, then I would add things one at a time. And I would find myself working for like 20 minutes on just this acoustic guitar, trying to get it leveled with, I don't know, the drum kit. And then when I went on to something else, it would be completely not the right level either. So the way that I went through this in the previous videos, might have seemed sort of fast and like I'm not paying super close attention to things. And the reason for that is because I wasn't. That was the point. It's just getting a general level on things. And now we're reaping the benefits, being able to add things in, and they're more or less in a decent place. Because what I ultimately want to be able to do is listen to everything all together and just be able to hear everything. Okay, so now we're going to go over to anything else happening here. Oh, we have the piano. I brought the piano down quite a bit. I'm also remembering it's going to get pretty loud here, so we'll see if we want to bring that back up. There's this synth here. This synth is just basically adding a texture, but it is quite cutting, so we'll see how that works. Yeah, so this is something I would want to really ask the artist about, because this can come up quite a bit and still be sort of acceptable. If I bring it way up, listen to what it does. So it's like if I add a bunch of reverb to that, it could sound really nice, and that becomes sort of the focus of this section. But I'm not sure if that's the point. So I'm just putting it at a place where we can hear it. All right, now we got these vocals. These are the only ones I haven't really leveled against the rest of the song so far. And you can see I haven't added in the things that are not happening in this area yet. So I'm just focusing on this area right now. So let's get the vocals added in here.
There is a man in my dream knocking on my head, and I've given all I have to be given. He never says that much, just looks at me with disgust that withers into.
So we're going to stop right here and do a little sidetrack on de-essing this vocal because the S's are just jumping through like crazy. So I'll show you that.
There is a man in my dream knocking on my have to be given. He never says that much.
I know I'm breaking my rule here of levels, EQ, and compression, but I kind of consider this EQ, sort of, because all I'm doing is reducing some top end.
To be given. He never says that much, just looks at me with disgust.
Sometimes it's hard to find exactly the frequency you're trying to pull out. So if you put the EQ on, you can look at the analyzer.
To be given. He never says that much.
It's actually a little higher than I thought, up near 9K.
To be given. He never says that much.
There we go.
To be given. He never says that much, just looks at me with disgust that withers into anger.
Okay, so now we can add these guys back in. I haven't gotten to those yet. We're doing this.
To be given. He never says that much, just looks at me with disgust that withers into anger. Who are these figurines that rest upon my pillow, flying in the night, doing nothing right? To be given. He never says that much, just looks at me with disgust that withers into anger. Who are these figurines that rest upon my pillow, flying in the night, doing nothing right? What does all this mean? If I wait, then will they follow? Never will I know where they go. Do they go? No, I never.
All right, so now we're into another section here. We've got the cello here. So this is looking pretty good for me so far. We're going to go back to this part of the song where we missed all these parts. So this is a much quieter area. I don't think there's any drums here.
For I've been,
yeah, got this electric guitar.
For I've been living in scenes from Harold and Maude, faking gruesome deaths, offending Catholic priests. So send this boy away. Forsake him at your peril. There can only be one loser. I never knew why. We were only passing ships. For I've been living in scenes from Harold and Maude, faking gruesome deaths, offending Catholic priests. So send this boy away. Forsake him at your peril. There can only be one loser. I never knew why. We were only passing ships. For I've been living in scenes from Harold and Maude, faking gruesome deaths, offending Catholic priests. So send this boy away.
So this, as I'm listening here, this is tricky because this is such a different part. So it's a really good example of this song. So I don't know how much I'm going to get into it right now, but what you might do is almost treat this section and this section almost like different songs. And as you get deeper into the mixing process, you might do that. So this doesn't sound bad, but it really doesn't sound super, super defined. So some things that come to mind, I'm not going to do them now, but some things that come to mind is I could break this piano apart and have this piano be mixed slightly differently for this part of the song. And then it naturally changes over here. The part is different. So I would maybe put these on different tracks right here. Same thing with this guitar stuff that's happening here. I did in a previous episode change the gain on these guys separate from these. So I could use my gain tool here and I could gain both of these guys down. I'll do that right now because I feel like this is mostly piano and cello, this section.
For I've been living in scenes from Harold and Maude, fake and gruesome deaths, offending Catholic priests. So
yeah, something more like that. But if you take a look, we're almost done here. I'm just going to leave this for now. I might come back to this. But let's go to this ending part, which is the big part. Yeah, so it gets really big there. I'm going to pull this gain plugin off just because we're dealing with louder stuff now. We got these backing vocals here. Let's make sure we're good on these ones down here.
why we were only passing ships in the night, passing ships.
Yeah, that's working really well for me. Now, if you look, that's everything. And we have not added these guys in because there's not much that they're doing except for the very end. So let's add them in. All right, so this is in really good shape here. So in many ways, it's kind of like, all right, now we're ready to mix the track. So you can see what I've done here. I've added only EQs and some compression, and I've done a lot of leveling. I haven't done any panning. We're going to start that in the next video. That's not common. Sometimes I'll pan as I go, but I just so happen I didn't get to it. And we'll start going deeper on this track, and we'll see how far we get. So yeah, see you in the next video.